the students realize that they're in control of their choices and their decisions, then they get excited about where they're at, where they want to go, and what they want to do and study. It's like watching the flowers bloom. It goes beyond the original normative community. It has that ripple effect in everything that they do for the rest of their lives, especially, when they've completely internalized the mission.
Today, it's a whole nother me.
Respect goes a long way. You have to give respect to earn respect.
My grades went up. I stay focused.
I look forward to going into work every day.
If somebody does get in trouble, we could work it out as one community.
The first thing we would talk to people about, especially if they were brand new, is what's your core belief? What's your philosophy about life? What do you believe in? From that core value or that philosophy, we would come up with a mission statement. The mission statement is kind of a condensed version of what our philosophy is.
For our mission at Oakland Beach, it's respect, responsibility, integrity, and community. And everything that we do reflects on the mission.
It also describes the qualities we need as a group to get us to our goal.
Or an individual.
When establishing a mission, it's something everybody knows. Something quick, something short, and that. I mean, it's powerful, but something everybody can remember. Like, I can say, Patty, what's your mission? And she can tell me exactly what it is.
And there are a lot of agencies, there are a lot of companies now that have mission statements. And they're tucked away somewhere on a wall, and people probably couldn't even tell you what they are. And to me, a mission statement has to be something that's lived.
Our mission in this classroom is respect, responsibility, integrity, and rebound.
Respect one another. Integrity means show integrity. If somebody thinks you're lying, you should at least show integrity. Rebound means if you do something bad, you have a chance to rebound, as in you have a chance to make up for what the mistake you made. Responsibility, take ownership for what you did. Yeah, that's respect, responsibility, integrity, rebound.
So the components are basically the values and the action words, like encourage. That's a value and an action word that kind of helps steer, helps direct energy, involvement, focus.
And to me, it's almost like being on a ship in rough seas, and the mission is a way to kind of get you back on course if you're going off course. It's how to navigate you. Once we get to the mission, we talk about how do we support the mission. And we support it through community meetings, we support it through norms, we support it through the parallel process and role modeling. We really try to be creative around the norms because the norms are really created by the community, and the more norms you have, the more empowerment you have for kids.
If we go on a field trip, there's a group and we set norms for the field trip. They may be a little different than the norms in the program, but we talk about what we're going to be able to do and what we're not going to be able to do.
They'll even start looking to each other and the teachers as a partnership.
So if someone's swearing, I really don't care if they don't stop swearing right away. What's important to me at the end of the day, once we go through the process, that person understands how that swearing affected the community.
It's not an us against them, it's a community.
Part of ownership in the community is expecting kids as well as teachers to take that ownership and call each other when you are breaking a norm.
When disrespectful behavior occurs in the classroom, we use what's called the ARCH process. We ask the child if they know what the norm is. If the norm is you can't have your feet on the furniture, we ask them, do you know what the norm is in having your feet on the furniture? Hopefully the child will recognize that they're breaking a norm and they'll stop. If not, we go into the next step, which is the R, which is we request that they change their behavior. And if the behavior doesn't change, we take it to the T, which is your feet on the furniture is not following our mission of respecting our building, our grounds. If the behavior still continues, we go to the S, which is setting a limit. If you continue with those behaviors, we will call a group to get you to see how your behaviors are affecting the community and not following the mission.
It really creates a forum for people who want to be positive and who just need the structure in place to be able to call other people who are not being positive out on that.
The students as well will call the groups. They'll run the groups. So they'll have that leadership role, they'll have that, what you would think would be the power to run the group, but really it's the group that holds the power.
Because we're all following these same simple steps, and every person has a voice and every person is expected to use that voice.
We all do have a voice. When somebody's speaking, they got the floor, and that's one way that we all can express our feelings and yet have everybody else listen to us and how we feel about any topic.
When you give up more and more to the kids, your job is a lot easier. It's less work and more fun to be an educator. and the results are a lot better.
Even the ones that are skeptical or dragging their feet, they eventually want to be part of this successful group of people who have this ultimate goal in mind. So they get kind of taken and brought along with us. Bullying gets stopped before it progresses beyond the initial attempt. Because in a normative community, if someone's doing something that's bullying, the community calls them on it right away. The person who's being bullied knows that the community's behind them. And then the bully gets to feel the community pressure to change that behavior. In the normative community, it's positively addressed in the moment and it's over.
It's not a personal issue between the teacher and the student. It's not about you and me, it's about you and the community. And so our teachers don't feel like they're always in this personal struggle with the kids, the students in the classroom. They're representing the community.
It's depersonalized. It's not because I don't like you, it's that we all agreed on this norm so we could fulfill our mission, and you just broke that norm and you just need to accept that feedback.
Once a strong normative community is built, you don't have any of the negative behaviors that interfere with teaching.
Teachers have more time to teach, and they're not worrying about dealing with behaviors, where the whole community in the classroom has a common mission, a common goal, and they can address those behaviors together. So it makes that whole classroom feel safer.
When I watched 9, 10, 12 kids give another kid feedback respectfully and honestly, it was incredible to watch.
And that seems to have a big effect on their willingness to take risks and to really try.
The community will let you know that you did a good job, because when a new community member comes in and speaks up in a group for the first time or accepts feedback for the first time, everybody's gonna give that person positive feedback for that. So it's almost like you take that risk, you put your toe in the water, and then you realize how much everybody's cheering you on, and then you can just kind of jump in.
The normative approach changed me. I learned the mission and I started living by it. My grades have improved a lot. I went up 5 reading levels.
School before, I didn't like going to school, to tell you the truth. I used to always back and forth with teachers, walk out of classrooms. Cool. My grades were D's and F's. My grades improved. Now I have straight B's. Teachers, instead of going back and forth, we solve things with the ARCS process. We solve things. And I mean, everybody makes mistakes in life, and we could own up to the mistakes and rebound off of the mistakes.
My last year of high school, I was absent 156 days, meaning that I was only there for 24 days. Oh, my grades went up a lot. Before, I was never really looking into college, now I am. One thing that I know I learned from the normative approach is to live with the mission is to also do good even when nobody else is looking.
To really internalize a reflective process plays a big role in the level of self-awareness and maturity that people reach.
And my sense of self-worth as a teacher, because I derive joy in my student successes, is so much more being part of a normative learning community.
It was very natural for me because a lot of the values are ones that I used when I raised my own kids. Everybody just says what they need to say and is honest with each other and doesn't take things personally, but understands that it's all about making us better all the time.
To even think that I'm important to other people, it's a little emotional. I mean, it's great to hear that other kids are also having our struggles and that they can come to a place like this and change their life around, you know what I'm saying? From doing whatever they did then to actually trying to be successful now.
Can I have someone go over the mission and the norms?
Simon. The mission of ACE is respect, responsibility, integrity, rebound, sit-ups, sit back, nothing in hands, mouth, or lap. No arms on the back cushion, make a T sign to lead the group. Wave a right hand to be acknowledged by a group leader. Enter. Right hand for comment to issue, left hand for direct feedback. Feedback self, not to hurt. No side conversations, and be respectful.
Thank you.